Hey everyone, Tony here with RCHelp.com, and I've been getting a bunch of questions about dual rate in Expo. I've explained it to you guys on a graph, but I've never actually shown you how to put it into your radio. This video is going to go towards helicopters or airplanes. It can be done on the DX6i, DX7, DX8, the 9X, turn to G. All of them are going to have pretty much the same features as far as dual rate and Expo go. It's just the menus are going to be a little bit different. Obviously, I'm going to be doing this on my DX6i because that's the radio I have and that's the radio I really like. The first thing you need to do, turn your radio on. As you can see, I've got it set on my Edge 540, my little 3D plane. Push the top of your selector wheel to go into your menu. Always push the top, never the bottom. Scroll down to number 2, which is your dual rate and Expo. In here, you're going to have aileron, elevator, and rudder. Now, this switch over here is your elevator. That changes it from 0 to 1. This one's going to be your aileron. And then this one back here is going to be your rudder. Now, as you can see, when I flip my rudder down and away from me, it's going to be on position 0. I've got 100% travel on the dual rate and then 40% Expo. Now this is plus 40% Expo. If you go negative, it's going to make the beginning stick movements real twitchy and real fast, and then it's going to slow down the movements way out here. Now why do I have it like this? As you can see, whenever I flip all 3 of them, I've got 100% throws and 40% Expo. But if I flip them all down, every one of them is going to be different. I've got 33% on the aileron, 26% on the elevator, and 66% on the rudder. But I've still got 40% Expo in everything. Here's why. When you take off and land, especially with like a 3D plane that has big control surfaces, big ailerons, big elevators, big rudders, you want to slow those throws down. This is the low rate. Whenever I got my airplane, this is what it had for the low rate in the book. It gives me the total throw in angle and in inches. So the first thing I did is I went in and I set my travel adjustments. Everything was up here in position 0. Whenever I set my travel adjustments, 100% travel is going to be the 3D rates that they have in the book. But then what I did is I went into my dual rate menu and I flipped a switch, say for the elevator, down to number 1. And then I looked at the low rate in the book and I kept adjusting this. You'll go down here and you'll select that. Then you'll scroll down to a lower number until your elevator throw matches what it says in the book. It just so happens mine was on 26 when I got that perfect number on there that was written down in the book. Now, why do I have everything on 40% Expo? That's just what's comfortable to me. If you want a little bit softer throw, then make that number a little bit bigger. Remember, always go positive, never go negative, unless you just like flying a twitchy airplane or twitchy helicopter. So just remember, the first number is going to be your dual rate, 100%, and then 26% on the elevator. That's just where mine was. Then the second number over here is going to be your Expo. Always go positive. If you go negative, it's going to be faster. As you can see, I just flipped both of them at the same time, and it did take me a couple tries to get it to actually do it. But look at the elevator and look at the aileron. Both of them are sitting up in position 0, but the aileron is still in position 1. This is one of the big problems. A lot of people, they'll be flying and they'll want to go into 3D rate and they'll just throw that switch. As you can see, I just threw both of them and it did not change. There's an easy way to get around this if you're wanting to throw all 3 of them. As you can see, they still work. It's just one of those quirks. See right there, the aileron didn't go. One way to get around this is to do some mixing. Go into your setup list down here and then go into your dual rate combo or combination. When you go in there, you're going to have INH, which is inhibit, which means it's not doing anything. But if you select that, you can select the aileron switch, the elevator switch, or the rudder switch. I like the rudder because my finger's already up here anyway, and it's in easy reach. I don't have to fly and then have to put my finger in some funky position to move a switch. So I always select rudder. Now, if we go back, when I flip just one switch, all 3 of them are going to go into low rate. then all three of them back into high rate. Now I know you guys are asking, what exactly is the dual rate as far as 100%, as far as 26%, 33%, and so on. What that is in here in your travel adjustments. We'll say the elevator over here. As you can see, I've got 118% right now on up travel and then 111% on down travel. This is where I went in on 100% throws and I pulled the stick all the way down. After obviously selecting it, I pulled the stick all the way down and then I measured the control surface movement. And then I went in here and I moved my selector wheel until I got to the number that matched what was in the instruction manual. Once I hit that number, then I held all the way up. As you can see, it's only 7 numbers off, but those 7 numbers can make a big difference when it comes to like precision flying. Once you have that set, this is going to be set, and whenever you're setting this, everything's going to be 100% in your dual rate. Once this is set, then you'll go back up here, go into your dual rate. That's when you'll set your low rates. Whenever you're setting everything, like I said, everything is going to show 100% and then INH over here. Now you need to go in, and it doesn't matter if it's on position 0 or position 1 like I have it, where position 0 is full throws. You could have position 0 as your low throws. But you'll just go in there, you'll set up your dual rates, then you'll set up your Expo, go out, fly it, see how you like it. If it's not quite enough travel on the low movements, then raise it up a little bit and then try it again. But you have to experiment with it and get the numbers that you like. I just so happen to like these numbers right here. And that's just the way I've always flown this plane. But guys, I hope this helps you out a little bit on kind of understanding how the dual rate and Expo works in the radio. If it doesn't, let me know. Come over to rchelp.com and sign up. You can also like us on Facebook at facebook.com/rchelp. No hyphen in that one. Come over, introduce yourself, join the forum. I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.